Chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones both contain the carbonyl functional group. Therefore, their chemical properties are also similar. The first types of chemical properties is the nucleophilic addition reaction. We have studied that a carbon and oxygen bond in carbonyl group is polar. The oxygen being electronegative in nature, it will drag the pi electrons towards itself, and thus the carbon will have a slightly positive charge and the oxygen will have the slightly negative charge. As a result, the nucleophile will attack on the carbon. So carbon will behave like a electrophilic center. The electrophilic carbonyl atom is sp2 hybridized and the structure is trigonal planar. When the nucleophile attacks the sp2 hybridized carbon, so it converts to sp3 hybridized carbon and the structure changes from trigonal planar to tetrahedral structure. Here, the carbonyl group is shown in a plane and the nucleophile when attacks on carbon, since the carbon is slightly positive charge, the structure changes to tetrahedral and the oxygen gains a slightly negative charge since the pi electron shifted on the oxygen and the proton attacks the oxygen to gives a final addition product. The reactivity in the nucleophilic addition reaction depends on two factors, that is the active factor and the steric factor. Inductive effect, the alkyl group, more alkyl group is attached to the carbon, the reactivity decreases since the aldehydes contain less alkyl group as comparative to carbonyl as comparative to ketone. So the activity of ketone is less than the aldehyde. And the steric factor. Steric factor or the steric effect means the bulky groups when it is attached to the carbon, it covers the carbon from all the side and thus preventing the nucleophile to attack the carbon. So since the bulky group increases in ketone, the nucleophile will find difficulty to attack the carbon. Thus we can say more alkyl groups when get added to the carbon, the reactivity decreases. Some important examples of nucleophilic addition reactions or elimination reactions are addition of hydrogen cyanide. The carbonyl group is polar in nature and we know the nucleophile attacks the carbon and the protons attacks the oxygen. When aldehydes or ketones react with hydrogen cyanide, they gives an addition product called as cyanohydrin. Similarly, the addition of sodium hydrogen sulfide when the carbonyl compound, that is aldehydes or ketones, react with sodium hydrogen sulfide, the negative part, that is hydrogen sulfide, goes to the carbon and the positive part, that is sodium, goes to oxygen, resulting in the formation of addition product. And after the proton transfer, the hydrogen replaces the sodium and finally it gives the addition product. Addition of alcohols. When aldehydes react with alcohols, it gives hemiacetal and acetal. And similarly, when ketones react with aldehyde, they give the addition product as hemiketal and ketal. So we know alcohol, the OH group is slightly negative, So negative part will go to carbon and the alkyl part will go to oxygen, forming the hemiacetal, that is the addition product, which is unstable. Again, when hemiacetal combines with alcohol, so it liberates water molecules in this manner, and hydrogen is replaced by the alkyl group, forming the stable product acetal. Similarly, in ketone, the hydroxyl groups of alcohol goes to carbon and the alkyl group of the alcohol goes to oxygen because of electronegativity difference, and they forms an addition product, that is hemiketal, which is unstable. So to attain the stability, it will again react with alcohol and liberate the water molecule, and the hydrogen of the hemiketal will get replaced by alkyl groups, forming a stable product, that is ketal. Addition of ammonia and its derivative. We know ammonia is NH3, or we can write NH2 single bond Z, where Z can be any group or any atom. So when ammonia or its derivatives combines with react with the carbonyl group, that is aldehyde or ketone, they liberate 1 mole of water and forms an addition product. Let us understand with the help of a table. If the Z is replaced if the Z is replaced by hydrogen, then it will be the group will be reagent will be ammonia, and the product so formed will be imine. Similarly, if Z is R, so it will be RNH2, and the product so formed, that means here the Z will be R. So the product so formed after the liberation of water will be substituted imines. Similarly, if the Z is hydroxyl group, then the product so formed will be oxime. Then the product will be oxime. And if the Z is NH2, means it will be NH2 single bond NH2. This will be called as hydrazine. So the product will be called as hydrazone. Similarly, if we replace the Z, the hydrogen, by phenylhydrazine, hydrazine is NH2 single bond NH2, and the hydrogen of hydrogen is replaced by a phenyl group, so it will give phenylhydrazine. So simply we have to remove water molecules and the product will be formed as phenylhydrazone. If we take Z as N, H, and single bond, the phenyl group, so the reagent will be phenylhydrazine, and if it contains two nitro group, that is Na2 on the ortho position and NO2 on the para position, so it will be called as 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. So simply when we will replace water molecules from 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, so the product so formed will be 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. Similarly, if Z is NH, if Z is NH and CO NH2, the compound will be called as samicarbazide. And after removal of water, the product so formed will be called as semicarbazole. So these are the derivatives of ammonia which gives different products with the reaction with aldehydes and ketones.